Well, good rising, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with me, Karen B. How are you all this fine Moonday morning? You could use a small boat and weed eat from the boat, Tony. Tony said his park flooded again. What's up, Tony Coriolis? Sorry about your park being flooded again. Hi, Flat Earth Andy, Alpine Endeavor, Ivan T, Billingtano, Spicy Sarah, Artist Seer, Carrie Brownyard, Happy Moonday, Grand Rising, Jana, AJ, Arlene, Danny Smith, Based Mike D for life. Got my rain boots on now. Yeah. Wild Eden. Hello, Southern Belle. Great risings, y'all. What's up, fam? It's so good to see you all here this fine Moonday morning. How's everything going for everybody? How is life? Is everybody getting some sort of enjoyment out of life? I would hope you guys are finding some sort of enjoyment in life, because it's not very easy to these days, I'll tell you what. We went to the rodeo this weekend with everybody, and that was fun. We had a good time. It didn't rain us out. We were able to hang out and watch the whole rodeo. Well, not the whole thing, because they go late. I was up way past my bedtime. But it was a great time. Spicy Sarah was there with Griff. MG Longshot. Hey! What's up, Longshot? I never see you here. It's nice to see you, my friend. So, yeah, it was cool. Got to see a little calf roping, little barrel racing. Barrel racing's one of my favorites, you know. I like the barrel racing. That's the ladies. One of the ladies' competitions. I don't know that there was any bull riding when we went. I think that was the night before. But there was some bronc riding, which is cool. Bucking broncs. I almost didn't get to go to work. My shift today came in this morning. All the machines were down, no power. Oh, nice, Billingtano. Day off? Day off of what? I thought you were retired. Are you still? I guess not. Life is pretty baffling. Lord Fry Bread, morning. Trained myself at a young age to remember it could always be worse, so be thankful and appreciate everything. That's a good thing. I'm thankful, that's for sure. I'm thankful that I have everything I need, so I really can't complain. I really can't complain at the moment. I mean, I could. I'm sure I could find something to complain about. But I try not to be a chronic complainer, because it's just not fun. It's not fun when someone's just complaining all the damn time. You know? Anders Ace, hello. Yeah. Historic wave of retirements putting huge strains on the government. Uh-oh. Better push another vaccine. Got to get rid of these old people so we don't have to pay for them anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what they're gonna do. Or what they're trying to do. Check out the story about frog levitating in 97, please. The bizarre 1997 experiment that made a frog levitate. Yeah, remember, this is we used to talk about this years ago. That they did these electromagnetic experiments where they suspended. It wasn't just a frog, they did other stuff too. In 2000, the famous 1997 levitating frog experiment hopped its way to an IG Nobel Prize thanks to Dr. Andre Geim and his team, who figured out how to make a frog, a cricket, and a few plants. Yeah, see? A frog, a cricket, and a few plants float using magnetism. Geim would later win a Nobel Prize for graphene, but that's another story. Oh, really? Oh, really? What do you think about that? He also won a Nobel Prize for graphene. Funny that. Everything is at least a little bit magnetic. That's an important concept to grasp before we move on. Oh, really? As it's crucial in understanding how diamagnetism could lift a frog and theoretically a human off of the ground. Oh! Metals like iron and cobalt tend to spring to mind when we think of magnetic objects, with good reason, as they exhibit strong magnetism. However, everything has a magnetic field. Some are just stronger than others. You don't say! This is great because we've been talking about this stuff for years. It's hilarious. As atoms and electrons zoom around each other, they create a field that when placed in, say, one of the strongest electromagnets in the world, can repel opposing forces. It's a quantum mechanical effect known as diamagnetism that can occur with any object, living or inanimate, frog or cricket. Guyman and colleagues put this theory to the test in '97 as they popped a frog into the throat of a high-field magnet, and surprise, surprise, the amphibian took to air like a floating deity.
Can you look at me? Because I like to show this is the magnet, which is beyond. If you have a look here, this is
Big old magnet.
jumps. I touch it, it jumps. But I don't know.
Oh, it's anti-gravity! Yay!
So that was me. Yes. Good.
Anti-gravity frog!
This is a nice.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
So this actually
Don't walk, don't touch anything, please.
Anti-gravity cricket! I wonder if it shows them, if it shows the frog and stuff after. Are they okay?
There is no problem with putting a man to force a man by this magnetic levitation to fly in the air. So
Oh, really?
technically, we can do it with you without any problems. We put it
Oh, really?
here. Let's put it here. As you see, it's alive and moving quite happily. No tricks.
Yeah, fancy that? Fancy that? You can do that with a human too, no problem. The levitating amphibian was so popular that it earned Guyman and colleagues the IG Nobel, drawing further attention to the experiment. Following this, they began receiving all sorts of requests, including, as they told NPR, the leader of a small religious group in England who offered us £1 million if we could levitate him in front of his congregation to improve his public relations. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Some cult leader was like, yeah, I need to levitate in front of my congregation. Hey, Thunder Chicken. Hey, Joseph Osborne. Good to see you. Poor frog. I hate animal experiments. Hey, but they said it's all fine. They said they could do it with humans. Try that CBD yet? We had lights on but not enough power to run the machines, but the power company came out and fixed it. Oh, nice. So that's how we can walk on water? Are they trying to turn them into gay globy frogs? In case you're worried about the floating frog and its fellow participants, you'll be glad to know the experiment had no negative side effects on its living subjects. Outside of making celebrities out of the amphibians, diamagnetic levitation has applications in industry and research, including the effects of zero gravity. As floating living things here on Earth is cheaper than sending them out into space. You don't say! You don't say! Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. As for levitating a human, an insightful YouTube video from SciShow estimates that it is possible, but the space limitations about the size of a bagel mean most machines don't have the room. Scientists are still working with the technology, though, including improving our understanding of drugs by making cells levitate. That's the end of it. effects of zero gravity as floating living things here on Earth is cheaper than sending them out to space. Oh, but we're gonna pretend like we don't have a machine big enough to levitate humans. We're just gonna pretend like we don't have that. You know they do. You know they do. Support your local linemen. Those guys are real heroes. Hey, there's a place around here where they have a bunch of poles set up and you can see they're like training linemen. It's really interesting, actually. Seen them doing it the other day. Hey, Cammy. So, yeah, funny that. Watch SpaceX launch its Starship Flight 11 mega rocket test flight today. You need to see this bright new comet shine in the night sky this month before it disappears for 1,000 years. More evidence emerges that one of Saturn's moons could harbor life. Hey, Liz the Iron Maiden. Did Rose show up? Hey, Rose. Hello, my friend. I love all you people. I swear, I only stream so that I can just see you people show up every day, every Moonday. Did I just mess that up? I think it's the only reason I keep streaming, so that I can see all you wonderful people virtually, that is. Because I just don't understand, where things are going with people in this. Whatever this is. Fathead's Adventures in Homesteading. Hello. Good to see you. I gotta show you guys that picture that Sarah took of us at the rodeo. It's a cute picture. And it was so cute too. Sarah's little girl found this other little girl at the rodeo, and they were like dressed alike and they looked alike and they were so freaking cute and they were like exactly the same size, and and they were like sitting there holding hands. Oh my gosh, it was the cutest thing ever. Little cat, what are you doing? I let the cat up here today and I might be regretting that. Little cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Foxy. Little monster. I call her Monster Cat. She's always trying to murder us. And she's like purring all loud, and like you think, oh, look it, Kitty wants to cuddle, and then she like attacks you. And then like bites you and claws you, and you're like, oh, I thought we were friends. Thought we were friends. Little cat! No, no, no! Mm-mm. I'll see if I can get her to come over here, but she's so... Usually she just wants to run around and be crazy. Because she's like a few months old. She's like 4, maybe 5 months old. Not even 6 months. I don't think. What are you doing, you spaz? I don't know if you guys can hear the noise she's making. Can you guys hear that? Maybe it's only bothering me and it's not bothering you guys. I don't know if my cat loves me or if I just trained her to need treats. She's so cute and nice to me, and then when I give her a treat, she leaves me. Cats are very motivated by food. They're very pushy about their food. Like Luna will be outside the door like, meow. You're like, oh. Yes, you can hear it. She's like clawing my chairs. Have you seen the word buttons for animals? Got a new puppy, 9 weeks old. Oh, what kind of puppy? Cats are spazzes. They are. This cat, I mean, she's a kitten, and she's just runs around like crazy. If runs around the house, like if you walk around the house, she follows you and like runs in front of you, zooming around, you know, like like almost getting stepped on all the time. Alright, I'm done fucking with my face. Hey, Lowry. What else in here looks good? All living Israeli hostages freed from Gaza as Trump addresses the Knesset. Live updates. Oh, really? Trump calls on Israeli president to pardon Netanyahu. What? U.S. President Donald Trump hailed a dawn of new Middle East in remarks before the Israeli parliament today after Hamas freed Hamas, i.e. Israeli BS boogeyman fake enemy that they installed, so they always have a reason to go bomb Palestine. After Hamas freed all the living hostages and Israel released Palestinian prisoners under the U.S. brokered ceasefire deal, Trump is en route to Egypt for a summit with world leaders on Gaza's future. Right there, they're all, brokering their real estate deal now that they bombed the ever-living shit out of Palestine. They leveled it. Oh, look at all this blank canvas. The Middle East Riviera. Trump is en route to Egypt for a summit with world leaders on Gaza's future. Right, so Palestine doesn't get to determine their future. There's all these other people determining the future of it. Lucky them. Wants to poo outside. A cat/dog befriended us. Very nice. Wants to poo outside. What do you mean a cat/dog? Is it a cat or is it a dog? Or both? Some guys got kicked out of their parliament for holding up a genocide sign. Our cat Roy keeps peeing on the bed. We had both cats fixed. Esther's doing fine. Roy, we aren't quite sure why he's doing that. Does he have bad depth perception because he only has one eye? So is he afraid to jump off the bed? Okay, little cat. Foxy. Hey, you little booger. Probably shouldn't have let the cat come up here, but anyway. The 20 remaining living hostages in Gaza were returned to Israel earlier today after 2 years of war. The bodies of 28 hostages who are presumed dead are still in the enclave. Yeah, you know why they're dead? Because Israel wouldn't stop bombing the ever-living shit out of the whole country. Free the hostages. I'm surprised they're not all dead after they bombed everything. Not that they care. The bodies of 28 hostages, about 250 Palestinian prisoners, and more than 1,700 detainees from Gaza held by Israel without charge since the Hamas-led attacks on October 7, 2023 have now been released. Emotional scenes unfolded as the freed hostages reunited with their families in hospitals across Israel and as Palestinian protesters met with their relatives in the West Bank and arrived in buses to large crowds in Gaza. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum said earlier that it learned only 4 bodies would be released Monday out of 28 deceased. Under the agreement brokered by the U.S., Hamas and its allies were meant to release all of the remaining hostages, alive and dead, within 72 hours of the ceasefire being announced. However, CNN reported last week that Israel assessed the Hamas may not be able to find and return all the remaining dead hostages in Gaza. Right? Because you blew them to smithereens. There's so many dead people. It's going through puberty. Yeah, it is that time. It's about that time for your kitties to be going through puberty. The ocean is going to do what it does regardless. Very grateful that you and Nico are all right. Yeah? Buxton is being washed away. Did more houses fall? I know last week I was talking about the houses that fell into the ocean. Did more houses fall into the ocean? Well, let me show you the picture. Oh. Liz. There's Brian, Sarah. I don't know where Griff is. He's somewhere. Ted, me, Jojo, Sarah, Spicy Sarah, Cammy, some woman in the far background looking at us take a selfie. Take a group pic. And then Ted got his finished the trail down to the woods. He can now take the look at him, he's so cute. Look at that. That's so hot. He can now drive his little high jet down into the woods. And he's super happy. Yeah, it's cool. So there's that. Lowry, stay safe. Holy bean silver is at 52 an ounce. Wow. SpaceX plans to launch the 11th test flight of its Starship mega rocket at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh, so it's gonna be tonight, later this evening. SpaceX targeting Monday, October 13th for the launch of Starship Flight 11 with liftoff expected at 7:15 p.m. I wanted to see. More evidence emerges that one of Saturn's moons could harbor life. Previously undetected organic compounds have been found in the ice ejected into space from Enceladus, making the satellite a prime candidate for further research. Oh, really? A recent study of Enceladus, one of Saturn's moons, has detected several organic compounds that had never been recorded there before. The findings, published this month in Nature Astronomy, provide new clues about the interior chemical composition of this icy world, as well as new hope that it could harbor life. The researchers analyzed data from the Cassini probe, which launched in 1997 and studied Saturn and its moons for years until its destruction in 2017. For Enceladus, Cassini gathered data from ice fragments forcefully ejected from the moon's subsurface, ocean up into space. Why would this thing be forcefully ejecting ice into space from its ocean? Like, why would that even be a thing? Enceladus is one of 274 bodies so far discovered in Saturn's gravitational pull. It measures about 500 kilometers in diameter, making it the planet's sixth largest satellite. While this moon does not stand out for its size, it's notable for its cryovolcanoes. Oh, okay, cryovolcanoes. Geysers at Enceladus's south pole that spew out water vapor and ice fragments. Plumes of ejected material can extend to nearly 10,000 kilometers in length, which is more than the distance from Mexico to Patagonia. And some of this material rises into space. Oh, okay. The material is believed, according to the cult of scientism, to come from a saline water chamber beneath the moon's icy crust that is connected to its rocky core. It's possible that chemical reactions are taking place down there under high pressure and heat. Okay. I mean, it's just such crap. There's just a bunch of people looking at blobs and little blurry pictures of dots in the sky, and then they're making shit up about it. Hogwash propaganda, exactly. Played Trivial Pursuit last night against Nemo, Jaren, and Zach, and we won. Ha, that's good. Nice. Just don't understand the science, Karen. I know. You're right. I just don't. I don't get it. Hey, Jedi Stew. Just liquidize some stock so I can buy some silver and gold. Nice. Yeah, gold is way up. Silver's way up. There was a crazy, dude. Somebody made a whole bunch of money, betting against like the whole Bitcoin thing. Like $19 billion was liquidated out of the crypto market by some person who like immediately made like $88 million right an hour before Trump announced tariffs. Like, it really looks like insider, knowledge. Somebody had the foreknowledge, and it's like it's just another wealth transfer, liquidating a bunch of people. The girls kicked butt. Nice. How does the water escape gravity? Because it's a cryovolcano, whatever the freak that means. Cryo is cold, right? So is it cold? It's like an ice volcano. I mean, does that even make sense? I mean, when you think about pressure and then it explodes, you're talking about heat, not cold. Do things get so cold that they explode? I just don't see that being a thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They're like, there's likely chemical reactions. Well, I mean, okay, but you don't know that. The key is that the compounds appeared in freshly ejected particles, suggesting that they were formed within the moon's hidden ocean or in contact with its internal surface interfaces. Not during their journey through the E-ring or via exposure to the conditions of space. This reinforces the hypothesis that hydrothermal processes beneath Enceladus' surface could be generating rich organic chemistry. Combining this new research with previous studies, scientists have now found 5 of the 6 elements essential for life: carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur in the satellite's ejected material. Okay, sure you did. This itself is not a discovery of life nor biosignatures, the signs of life. However, the research confirms that Enceladus has the 3 basic conditions for life to form: liquid water, an energy source, and essential elements in organics. Enceladus is and should be ranked as the prime target to explore habitability and search whether there is life or not. Explore habitability? What, like over Mars? Is everybody going to start? Are there all these freaking nerd scientists, fantasy writers going to start having arguments about which made up freaking ball in space that they think that they should go try to inhabit first after we nuke Earth? It's just so retarded. I mean, this is a great way to like pigeonhole people into wasting their time on dumb shit rather than doing something that's actually useful in the world. I mean, talk about a waste of what could probably be some really bright minds, and they're thinking about this dumb shit. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about some whatever light going around Saturn in the sky? You're not going there. Nobody's going there. We're not going to live there. We're not going to harvest diamonds from the sky. Whatever. It's just so dumb. I mean, really, that's really all that is just a way to, like, neutralize people who are actually smart, technologically smart, instead of telling them about stuff that actually could do good in the world. I mean, it's just so frustrating. Even a humble rangefinder has to be calibrated over a pre-measured distance to make sure it's accurate, right? If they had tools and instruments which all this information can be derived, how would one go about calibrating such instruments? Dude, it's nonsense. When you know how they even, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure it's just spectroscopy is the only way that they even know that what these think they know what these elements are. They look at it and they look at what color, what sort of light range or whatever it falls into, and then that's how they determine what sort of minerals or whatever that they think is or gases or whatever they think is going on up there, you know. Again, all they can ever do is observe. That's why everything that looks at the sky is called an observatory, because you're not freaking going there. They're not, you know, collecting samples like they say. You know what I mean? It's just dumb. Growing number of U.S. veterans face arrest over ICE raid protest? Really? Dozens rescued as remnants of typhoon hits Alaska. Nor'easter brings flooding to the East Coast. Plane crashes on Interstate I-95 in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Everything is operating like a pyramid scheme. Yeah. A big short occurred. Let's see if I can find it. A bunch of traders were liquidated. The recent crypto market experienced over 19 billion in liquidations, marking the largest single-day wipeout in history. This event was triggered by a significant sell-off following the announcement of a 100% tariff on the Chinese goods by former President Donald Trump. Well, he's currently the president too. I don't know why it's calling him a former president. 100% China tariff threat triggered the biggest crash ever. I mean, you know, the money markets are manipulated, be it fiat, stocks, crypto, and this isn't the first time that Trump has said something that triggered some crazy thing in the market where a bunch of money got, a bunch of, a huge wealth transfer happened. So, let's see, key takeaways. The 19 billion wiped out in one day marked a record-breaking collapse, surpassing even the 2020 and 2022 crises. A single policy threat from a political leader can instantly reshape global sentiment, underscoring crypto's sensitivity to macro shocks. Excessive borrowing amplified the crash's scale, a reminder that leverage can magnify both gains and losses. Despite the turmoil, Bitcoin and Ethereum held key levels, and institutional investors see the dip as a buying opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Suggests a long-term bull run may still be alive. The crypto market just experienced its largest single-day meltdown on record, triggered by an unexpected trade war escalation on October 10th, 2025. Former U.S. President Donald Trump, I mean, he's currently the president. I don't know why it says former, announced a 100% tariff on all Chinese imports, sent shockwaves through global markets, and wiped out over 19 billion in leveraged crypto positions. Little kitty cat. Hey. Are you? I hear you, but I don't see you. My niece just texted me the lower part of her town is being evacuated. Hey, Valley Parks. Here in North Carolina, they don't take into effect they are measuring through a magnetic field known to change optical properties. Yeah. There are no astronomy laboratories, only astronomy observatories. Exactly! Is former president part of an AI written article or an editing error? I have no idea. Yeah, I saw something in here where it said something about flooding. Here. Buxton. This is Buxton, North Carolina. So this is where these houses are falling into the ocean right now. This is from the 13th, that's today. More than 30 people were rescued and 3 people remain unaccounted for in western Alaska after the remnants of Typhoon Halong brought hurricane-force winds and flooding strong enough to sweep away entire homes in coastal communities. Oh, wow. Alaska got hit. Rescue aircraft were sent to the tiny Alaskan villages of Kipnuk and Quigillingok. Where there were reports of people possibly unaccounted for. We have received reports that people's homes have floated away and that people are potentially in those homes. Oh, wow. At least 18 people were rescued and 3 people remained unaccounted for, Alaska State Troopers said in social media posts on Sunday evening. In Kipnuk, at least 16 people were rescued and troopers had received secondhand reports of people who were unaccounted for. They were working with local officials to determine how many people were missing. Search efforts were expected to continue overnight as conditions allowed. Wow. "600 people in Kipnuk were taking shelter at a school, while around 300 people in Quigillingok were sheltering in a school there, one of the most isolated areas in the U.S., where some communities have few roads and residents use boardwalks, boats, and snowmobiles to get around." On the East Coast, forecasters warned that major coastal flooding was likely Monday in the mid-Atlantic, particularly from Virginia to New Jersey, with strong onshore winds, high surf, and high tides. Coastal flooding was expected to peak Monday afternoon, so today, and improve gradually into Tuesday morning. A nor'easter churned its way up the East Coast over the weekend, washing out roads and prompting air travel delays. Dangerous surf conditions were expected to continue Monday, bringing strong rip currents and beach erosion along many East Coast beaches, the Weather Service said. Wind gusts in excess of 55 miles per hour remained possible along New Jersey, Long Island, southern England, and through Monday afternoon. New Jersey was under a state of emergency starting Saturday night. In Delaware, emergency management officials activated the state National Guard on Sunday in response to rising flood waters and harsh winds. A voluntary evacuation order was issued for the town of Bowers Beach, and where the Murder Kill River flows into Delaware Bay. Murder Kill River? Wow, what a great name. Here we go. In North Carolina's Outer Banks, an area that's seen significant storm damage this season, ocean overwash spread across Highway 12 near Buxton. The Dare County Sheriff's Office posted online Sunday. The North Carolina Department of Transportation said crews were working to clear the highway that was closed in Ocracoke and Hatteras on Sunday. The waves were ferocious at the Hatteras island town of Buxton, where several beachfront homes have fallen into the water in recent weeks. One house was losing its piling Sunday and appeared close to collapsing. So, there you go. Charleston, South Carolina, and parts of Myrtle Beach have flooded too. Brother also under evacuation? Really? In Colorado? He doesn't know state of house, estimating being able to get back Tuesday or Wednesday to see damage. They don't know. They know it flooded. Oh. Everyone's houses are on stilts. People just ride out the floods. Yeah, Lowry, that's how it is in the Outer Banks. You have to build on stilts. You have to. And even then, you're not guaranteed to be safe. Cut and Shoot, Texas. Oh, a munitions plant exploded. No, I'm not paying for your news. Massive blast that destroyed a Tennessee explosive plant leaves 16 dead. Wow. Family explosive plant have been notified. No one has been found alive, and the search and investigators are working through the scene foot by foot. At this time, we have not located any survivors, and we are making the assumption that all are deceased at this point. Wow. Officials thought 18 people were missing because their vehicles and personal items were at the facility, but they were later able to locate 2 people off-site. We're moving to recovery. As we get into this, we find it even more devastating than what we thought initially. Early Friday, the thundering blast at Accurate Energetic Systems reverberated across a tight-knit community, raising an entire building on the plant's sprawling campus. Wow. For some, it brought back painful memories of past disasters that swept the area. Both our counties was hit pretty hard in 21. Refer to widespread flooding that hit Humphreys County, killing 20 people in the city of Waverly and destroying hundreds of homes and businesses. We've already taken plans to prepare to take care of our loved ones and our families even more. Recovery effort was being made more volatile with the presence of ordnance at the site, and investigators were working with the FBI to use cell phone technology to figure out what happened at the time of the explosion. Investigators are also using DNA to try to identify the remains of the victims. Dang! They got exploded real good, I guess. Melissa Dawn Stanford, a 53-year-old production supervisor at the plant, is believed to have died. Her niece, Brittany Kerouac, told CNN in a statement Saturday. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation informed Kerouac they don't believe her aunt could have survived. Wow. More than 300 people had searched almost every square inch of the plant. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, Elite National Response Team, which provides a range of specialists to investigate bombings and wildfires, is part of a complicated recovery operation. Oof. The explosion occurred during an early shift at Accurate Energetic Systems, a manufacturer of military and demolition explosives that employs scores of local residents. The blast triggered a series of smaller explosions, officials said, and the cause is still under investigation. Oh, dang. So they have to go in and try to figure out how the explosion happened. Debris-ridden area spans at least half a square mile. Adding debris was also found more than 2 miles away from the plant. Oh, dude, so that was a major explosion. Ho! Screen grab from Google Maps shows the Accurate Energy Systems in Tennessee. So here's the building, and the whole thing is gone. Holy shit. Aerial video showing damage from the explosion at Accurate Energetic Systems on the border of Hickman and Humphreys. That whole building exploded. Whoa, dude, it's gone. Wow. Happened around 7:45 a.m. local time, waking residents for miles around. Yeah, that was a big explosion, because that whole building is completely gone. It's completely gone. There's just a footprint there. I thought the house had collapsed with me inside of it, Gentry Stover told the Associated Press, explaining how he was jolted awake. It took him only moments to piece what happened together. I live very close to Accurate Systems. I realized about 30 seconds after I woke up that it had to have been that. Officials said the explosion was felt as far as 15 miles away. But Cody Warren, who lives more than 20 miles from the plant, told CNN the noise woke him, and at first he thought lightning had struck his house. Dang! I went outside. I can still hear the ring of the sound off in the distance. I thought maybe it was an earthquake or meteor explosion. Closer to the plant, charred debris and mangled vehicles were spread across a vast area. The most devastating scene that I've seen in my career, says Davis. Whoa.
The town of McEwen. Officials say that a number of people were killed in this, that others are missing. It's an explosion that shook homes miles away in a small rural community west of Nashville. Video from a man's doorbell camera captured the moment that it happened.
Whoa.
Officials are set to give an update on the situation here shortly, but in the meantime, let's bring in CNN's Ryan Young. Ryan, what do we know?
Yeah, you know, this is about an hour outside of Nashville. This happened around 7:48, as you saw on that camera that we just saw from the Ring doorbell, but this blast was immense. When you look at the video from above, you can see just barely anything left. When I called the EMS to talk to them about this, they were telling us that crews initially couldn't even had to stand back to respond because there were secondary explosions. You just look at the rubble there, the cars that have been twisted and pretty much blown apart, some still on fire. This explosion rocked the area. Just hearing from people saying they felt the blast from more than a couple miles away, you understand just the ferocity of this explosion.
Holy
when you look
smokes.
at it, you just see how devastating it is.
That building is
confirmed from
gone.
the sheriff that there are multiple fatalities. No count given just yet, as they're trying to make sure not only is everyone accounted for, but they have to make those painful phone calls to family members who obviously know that their loved ones went to work today and then had this explosion happen. Both Hickman and Humphreys counties are working on this. We know the ATF and bomb arson units from the TBI are there as well. This explosion happening just around 7:48, but listen to what the sheriff said just about 20 minutes ago about this blast and where they are right now.
I don't want to put that kind of information out there right now because we are vetting that. We've had such a massive response that now we're trying to slow down, identify things. And for those of you that was around me during the flood, we had some mistakes during the flood of some things that was put out there as names and numbers and that kind of thing. And I don't want that today. We're trying to be very methodical in what we're doing and making sure that we take the time to recognize and find out each and every one of these individuals and their family.
Brianna, you understand this is going to be a complex investigation with such a large scene like this, but you also want to get it right when you have people's families involved, so you understand the sheriff taking a beat. We do know there should be a news conference within the next half hour or so we hope to bring parts of that to you live as we learn more information. But once again, first responders had to stand back for a little while as these secondary explosions happened. The best vantage point so far has been from above, where you see these scenes that we're looking at right now. Just horrific as this community, small community, deals with this blast that apparently took the lives of several of the workers.
Wow. I mean, that's a pretty massive explosion. I'll just say this. It's a shame all those people died, but it was probably pretty instant for them. I mean, that's a massive explosion. Using cell records to help determine who was at the plant, so they're trying to figure out who was there based on the last known location. Oof. The facility is spread across 1,300 acres in a rural wooded area off Interstate 40, roughly 60 miles west of Nashville, near the border of Hickman and Humphreys counties. Wow. Plant's history includes previous deadly blasts. Oh, really? The plant has suffered deadly accidents in the past and faced federal fines related to workplace safety practices, according to media reports. In April 2014, an explosion at the facility killed one worker and injured 4 others. Oh, really? The blast in the back of the building, used for shotgun ammunition, caused severe damage. At the time, authorities said several companies operated on the property, and the explosion happened in an area run by Rio Ammunition. Tennessee OSHA said Saturday the 2014 incident involved a different company, American Sporting Supplies, which was leasing the building at the time. Oh, okay. Years later, the Occupational Safe and Health Administration fined the company $7,200 after a 2019 inspection found violations related to personal protective equipment, employee exposure to contaminants, and inadequate safety training, among other citations. Oh, wow. The company contested the findings, records show, and eventually reached a formal settlement. Details about the inspection and its conclusion are limited. Huh. That history includes 1947 Texas City disaster when a ship carrying ammonium nitrate exploded and killed nearly 600 people. Oh, really? And the 2013 fertilizer plant explosion in West Texas, which killed 15 people. A wave of high-profile industrial accidents in the 60s prompted legislative action, leading to the OSHA's creation, signed into law by President Richard Nixon. Wow. That's pretty gnarly. What's up, Musicians for Truth? How about that crypto crash? Yeah, I was just talking about that. I was just reading an article about that. Biggest crypto crash in history. 19 billion. I guess, a while ago it happened, but it was like 8.5 billion that time. So this is more than double the previous largest crash. The I-4 corridor must be cursed. Perhaps working at an explosives factory is a bad idea. This shit happens in China every day. Wonder if it registered on the Richter scale. It probably did. Hey, Voy. Parking lot's gone too. I've always been under the belief that Bitcoin is a scam. Hey, Brandon C. Yeah, you gotta... All money markets are manipulated. All money... I mean, look at fiat money. Everybody, people think Bitcoin's a scam, but look at the value of the dollar has lost almost half of its value, like, recently. Like, in the last few years. Because the government and the Federal Reserve keep printing it. Money printer go brrr, and it devalues the value of the dollar, and nobody's getting raises. Things cost more. I mean, they make it suck. They make it suck for us. It's not just, so it isn't just Bitcoin that's manipulated. All money is manipulated. Maybe that's why Dr. Law is always saying get rid of money. Cue Dr. Law in the chat. So there's all that. Okay, so I'll outside of all of the what do you call it? Current events, which of course we could talk about current. I'm just so burnt on garbage, on stuff that happens in the world. But I was looking at this article. I was reading this article the other day, and let's talk about this. This is not news related. So this is an article from the Rolling Stone music list, best songs of the 21st century so far. And I started reading this, and I was like, I don't even know any of these freaking songs. So I was like, I'm going to talk about this, and I want to know if you guys recognize any of these songs. I mean, there's some of them in here that I did eventually. I had to go through like 20 something of them before there was anything that I even recognized as a song, or that I could even recall. So the 250 greatest songs of the 21st century so far. And it's such a garbage list. 25 years of classic hits from all over the musical map and every corner of the globe. Oh, I didn't know balls had corners. Don't demonize money or money will avoid you. Yeah, gold prices aren't going up. The value of the dollar is going down. Exactly. That's how it is. All those lists are BS. Oh my gosh, but you guys have to see the songs that they put on here. I don't even recognize them. It's not even that they're just picking bad songs. They're like unrecognizable completely to me. If there's anything that defines music in the 21st century, it's constant change. We live in an era where your next favorite song could come from anywhere, all over the stylistic map, all over the world. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Back in Y2K when NSYNC dropped Bye Bye Bye, it was the peak for the era of buying CDs until that era went bye bye bye. Napster happened. So did MySpace and the iPod. Streaming arrived. Vinyl came back. New sounds keep getting invented in the air full of electric and experimental songs. If you're a music fan these days, you've got a whole planet of sound at your fingertips. That's the spirit behind our list of the 21st century's 250 greatest songs so far. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to skip all this stuff. But let's start. First one. Train, Drops of Jupiter. Now, I remember, I heard about Train, but I never really listened to them. I couldn't even tell you what this song sounds like at all. There's nothing. I just know there was a band named Train. I have no idea what any of it sounds like. Blah, 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 blah. From 1940. Yeah. Tweet, Oops, Oh My, 2002. Because this was 2001, so 2002, Tweet, Oops, Oh My. I don't remember. I don't even... Tweet? Who? What? Fleet Foxes, Tiger Mountain Peasant Song. Who the hell are the Fleet Foxes? Tiger Mountain Peasant Song? Never in my life heard of it. Avicii, Levels, never heard of it. Have no idea who this is. Dave Hinkle says, I know Train. Train fan. Okay, I never got into Train. I just knew there was a band named Train. Here, this one from 2018, Post Malone and Sway Lee, Sunflower. Never heard anything by either one of these people. No idea. Never heard it. This guy looks like he's got, he put some horrible... Facial tattoos suck. I hate face tattoos, by the way. Country Rap Troubadour? Oh, that's... No, well, then no wonder I don't know who he is. Country and rap together? No, thank you. Tigo Calderon, Pake Ratosin. From 2002, no idea. Never heard of it. Ever. Warren Zevon, Keep Me in Your Heart. Now, I have heard of Warren Zevon. But, maybe he deserves it. I can't, he's an old school guy. But I never heard that song. Here, from 2023, DeVito featuring Music Keys Unavailable. Yeah. Don't know who any of these people are. Don't know. Don't care. Don't even want to know. From 2002, Scarface, My Block. Never heard of it. Never heard it. Have no idea. Don't know. Don't care. Karen B. Fleet Foxes. You might actually like them. I think they're interesting. I like a few Fleet Foxes song. White Winter Hymnal is a nice... I've never heard Fleet Foxes. Drops of Jupiter is a classic song. I've never heard it. Post Malone can suck it. Oh, maybe I should check out some of these things. I've never heard of... I probably... So far, none of the songs on this list I could say I've even heard. I might have heard the Train song, but I wouldn't know if it was Train. I couldn't, recite it to you. How about this? In 2000, Wheatus, Teenage Dirtbag. I don't even remember this crap. And I was working at Tower Records in this time. I was working at Tower Records headquarters in the print shop from 1999 until it went out of business in 2007 or 2008. And I don't even recall ever hearing anything from Wheatus. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, Werewolves of London. That's what I know Warren Zevon from. Oh, Werewolves of London, right? But like, I never heard that other song. Hey, Earth First, Space Later. I bet you any money if you heard Drops of Jupiter, you would recognize it. Maybe. This article sounds like somebody pushing their own personal playlist. It's weird though. It's like, well, it's from Rolling Stone, so I don't know. Mac Miller in 2018 had a song called 2009. Never heard of it. Don't know who Mac Miller is. Never heard it. Skrillex featuring Sarah Bangarang. Never heard Bangarang. What is this garbage? I've never heard it. Never heard of it. Train is whack, says AJ. South Park theme. Primus sings a South Park theme. I know that. I'm just a teenage dirtbag baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. Probably heard Drops of Jupiter in a grocery store. Oh, maybe. Maybe. From 2014, Bleachers, I Want to Get Better. Never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Never heard it. 2008, Kid Cudi, Day and Night. Never heard it. Never, I mean, this is like the low numbers, right? These are like, obviously, it's a list of 250 songs, 250 best songs, right? So, I mean, this is like the end of it, right? These are not the most, this isn't going to be the most popular, but so I've never, out of all the songs that have been written since the year 2000, I've never heard of any of these. Yeah, Primus. Tweet was a banger. That was a good time for me. I don't know these people. You didn't listen to dubstep? That's what Skrillex... Oh, no. Guess not. Read my joke. I want to get a bank loan, but when they found out it was for a face tattoo, they decided not to post Malone. Oh, God. Saw Primus twice this year. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen, it's so weird that you're talking about this. I was just thinking this exact same thing yesterday. Every week I listen to another album being reviewed by this guy that he's a Gen Zer and he's a music producer. So yes, it's one of those fucking reaction channels that I usually hate. But this guy is super knowledgeable. He's been in the business for years, and so he really knows a lot about music. So I learn a lot. Plus, it is interesting watching a Gen Zer listen to music that he's never heard before, and they're usually lying. A lot of these reaction channels when they say they've never heard stuff before. Mm-hmm. This guy genuinely hasn't. So yesterday I watched him listening to Zeppelin 1 for the first time. He'd never heard any of those songs, including Dazed and Confused.
Really?
Yeah. And I found it so hard to believe, but then I had to remind myself, this guy is like, I think he's 22, something like that, 21, 22. So yeah, that's entirely possible. He never spent any time in classic rock at all. He stayed really busy with actually musicals and just music producing new modern stuff. So when I was thinking about how, do I really believe he's never heard this music before, I realized, well, wait, yeah, he's super young, and when I was his age, I had never heard music that was 30 or 40 years older. And then I had this little coming to Jesus meeting with myself and realized, oh, shit, I probably wouldn't know any of the artists that he knows. And I wouldn't know any of the songs, for sure.
Probably not.
It's funny, I just tuned in and you're talking about the exact same thing.
Yeah. I was surprised like how many I had to go through before there was a song that I even recognized.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. We're getting old.
Yes. So that guy's the same age as my oldest son. I would have to ask my oldest son if he knows some of these songs or any of these. I don't know. I don't even know what he listens to.
Like I said, it's one of the only, I'd say, 2 reaction channels that I ever watch. And both of them are music, and both of them are professionals in some form of music. The other one is someone that was an opera singer in her prime. She's a really good opera singer. She would win competitions around the world, and yeah, she's really interesting to listen to because I learn a lot from her too. But usually these reaction channels are just garbage. Like the thumbnails are them looking like they're literally retarded.
Yeah. With the white outline. It's
like people from the UK saying, eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich for the first time. There's just so much garbage out there. But these 2 music channels, at least you can learn something. And it is fun watching them listen to stuff for the first time.
Interesting.
That's all I got.
All right. Cool. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Pepper the Butthole Surfer song is partly based on huge billboard on the freeway in Dallas here. Had a big fountain with a waterfall on it. Bush beer or something. Taste the Rockies. I thought it was Coors that said taste the Rockies. I think that's Coors. Hey, NDB. Oh, Ted's in chat. My man. Flowing like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. All right, next one. Shabuzi, a bar song from 2024. Yeah, never heard of it. Shabuzi. I mean, I can't believe people walk around and be like, yeah, my name's Shabuzi. Okay, this is the first song that I actually know. Number 235, Foo Fighters, Times Like These. This one I don't know. J Balvin and Willie William. Mi gente. Don't know this one at all. This looks terrible. John Prine, Summer's End. No idea who that is. Thames, Free Mind from 2020. No idea who this is. Who's Thames? No idea. Florida Georgia Line. Never heard of him. Probably some country music, which I never pay attention to. Okay, Mastodon, Blood and Thunder. I know who Mastodon is. This is a recognizable one to me as well. Old 97's Roller Skate Skinny. Do you guys know these people? I've never heard of most of these people. 1111. Woo, 1111. Yeah, Foo Fighters are super popular. But, Rima, woman, I don't know who this person is or this artist. No idea. Tyler Childers, Feathered Indians. Sounds racist. Sounds like a racist song. Never heard it. 5 Seconds of Summer, Youngblood. What is this? 5 Seconds of Summer, is this like K-pop? Because it looks like a bunch of like Asian people dressed like 50s greaser Elvis style. Never heard of it. As a pop punk band. Bright Eyes, First Day of My Life. Never heard of it. Don't know who that is. The Knife. Heartbeats. Never heard of it. Don't know who it is. Okay, Kanye West. Heard of Kanye West with Rihanna. 2010, that's when Kanye was super popular, so that I recognize. Paul Simon. Have not heard this song, but it's Paul Simon. He's already pretty famous, right? The Mountain Goats. No Children. Does this sound like a satanic band or what? Like low-key Satan band? The Mountain Goats. Hey, Nico. You know Bright Eyes? I don't. John Prine was a great songwriter. Okay, you know that. I'm so ignorant of most of these people. I have no idea. It's strange that Mastodon guitarist left the band and started saying how terrible the other three members are as people. Then he died suddenly in that motorcycle accident. That is strange. I didn't know that there was like a whole thing about that, about him talking crap about the band after he left it. Youngblood headlined that last Ozzy show. I don't think that was the song though, not the band. Or was it? No, 5 Seconds of Summer is the band and the song was Youngblood. So this isn't talking about the band Youngblood. Okay. Kesha, TikTok, like I've heard of her. I don't know if I would recognize her songs. Like if you started playing her music, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's Kesha or Keisha or whatever freaking name is. Cause I don't care. This guy, Father John Misty, has a song called Holy Shit from 2015, I guess. Never heard of it. T-Pain, I'm Sprung. Of course, I've not heard that. Rich Boy featuring Polo da Don. Throw Some D's. Yeah, nope. Never heard of it. Don't care. A band called Old Crow Medicine Show, Wagon Wheel. I am not familiar with this band either. Mountain Goats are kind of good, but yeah, they have a song called Hail Satan. I think it was them. Really? Oh, Father John Misty. You like Father John Misty? I've never heard of him. What was the band Connor did with a robot for a backtrack? D's Nuts. Throw Some D's. Lizzo. Truth Hurts. Okay, I know Lizzo is the fat chick, but I don't listen to her music. The Hold Steady wrote a song called Killer Parties in 2004. Never heard of him. Never heard it. Taylor Swift, Love Story. Okay, of course Taylor Swift's gonna be in there. Doja Cat featuring SZA, Kiss Me More. I don't really listen to Doja Cat either. She's kind of weird. Alabama Shakes. Never heard of him. Usher featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris. Okay, I've heard of those people, but whatever. I just don't... I mean, like, of all the songs, these are the best songs from the century, from the quarter century. Like, Aventura. I don't know who that is. Ashley Simpson. Isn't this Jessica Simpson's sister or something? Yeah, following the success of her sister Jessica and her husband Nick Lachey, Ashley Simpson signed on for her own reality show, which featured on the recording of her first album, Pieces of Me. I've never even heard that. Do you think that an Ashley Simpson song deserves to be in the top 250 songs of the century so far? I just don't think so. Song 210 needs to burn in the depths of hell forever. Oh. the Usher song? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what it sounds like. Rich Gang featuring Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan. Okay, whoever these people are, I have no idea. No idea. And I doubt that that's one of the best songs of the century, like in reality. New Jeans Hype Boy. This looks like another K-pop band, like a K-pop girl band. Weird. Green Day. Oh, I hate Green Day. I hate Green Day. Ashley Simpson can suck it. I know the Hold Steady is good, saw them live many times. Hold On Alabama Shakes is truly one of the best ever. Is it? I don't even know who Alabama Shakes is. I've never heard most of this stuff. Ashley got canceled after she was caught lip syncing on SNL. A lot of singers lip sync though. We all hate Green Day. Green Day lives. I freaking hate Green Day. When I still lived in the Bay Area, and that's when like Green Day first got popular, I was living there. And I would go to shows in San Francisco and Billy Joe would be there and everybody would be like, oh my God, Billy Joe. And I'd be like, fuck Billy Joe. I don't care. Whoa, I've never heard anyone say that before. They hate Green Day. Really? I freaking have always hated Green Day. I've never, ever, ever liked Green Day. Just saying. Pop Smoke, welcome to the party. Never heard of them. Original Coffee has a song called Toast. Coffee and Toast. I like Coffee and Toast, but I've never heard this song or have any idea who this person is. Rao Alejandro, Toto de T. What? No, never heard it. Never heard of him. Oh, it's reggaeton? Yeah, I don't listen to reggaeton, that's why. Gucci Mane, never heard of it. FKA Twigs, never heard of it. Leonard Cohen. Oh, I know about Leonard Cohen. He died though recently, didn't he? He died not that long ago. Leonard Cohen's cool. 3-6 Mafia. Young Buck, 8 Ball, all these people with these crazy names. Tony Braxton, I know who Tony Braxton is. Oh, 2000. Radiohead. I used to like Radiohead, but this guy turned out to be like a staunch Zionist. Makes me want to vomit. Like these people who are apologists for Zionists and are okay with genocide, I just don't fucking like you anymore. I just don't. I don't like you anymore. Where's Creed? Here, Evanescence. I like Evanescence. I like that her voice, Amy Lynn. She has a beautiful voice. Billy Joe is hilarious. He's a fucking little twerp. He's a little shit. He's like 5 feet tall, little shit stain. Can't stand that guy. Alright, SZA wrote a song called Drew Barrymore? No idea. Never heard it. Parquet Court, Stoned and Starving? Never heard it. Ed Sheeran, The A-Team? Never heard it. I heard this guy was popular. I remember hearing that name, but I have no idea. Never listened to him. A band called Phoenix, song called 1901. Never heard of it. Never seen. I mean, is it just me? Am I like it's totally uncultured? I've never heard Ray Shremmerd. No idea. I just can't believe that. Okay, Grimes. Nothing that Grimes has ever done deserves to be in the top list of anything. Her music sucks. It sucks. It's techno crap. And her voice, like she makes herself sound like a cartoon character, like who sucked in a bunch of helium. I mean, it's horrible. Horrible. Horrible music. I don't even want to play it. It's so bad. If you ever want to hear like the worst music ever, go listen to anything by Grimes. It's all complete shit. More reggaeton, or what is this? Yeah, reggaeton. There's a bunch of reggaeton songs on here. I just don't even know. Oh, MGMT Kids. That song was pretty popular, wasn't it? Are they like one hit university? One hit wonders. I read the word university and said one hit university. But aren't they the one hit wonders or whatever? Beyonce. Why is she always posing with horses? That bitch don't ride no horses. Los Tigres del Norte. Somos más americanos. Oh, Outcast, Miss Jackson. I remember that. Outcast was good. I liked Outcast. Billie Eilish. Okay, now I'm starting to recognize some of these people. Brandy Carlisle. No idea. No idea. She related to Belinda Carlisle? Rihanna featuring Drake. Oh, okay. Kings of Leon. I recognize this song. Not a really big fan of Kings of Leon, though. Juanes Esporti. Look at this guy with his freaking old school 1990s tribal tattoos. Like, bro, you're too young to be looking like you came out of the 90s, dude. Amarie, don't know who that is. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I remember when that song was all popular. Car Seat Headrest. Dude, somebody named their band Car Seat Headrest? Car Seat Headrest. It's like, dude, you want to be a cool band name? Car Seat Headrest. Dude, that's epic. Like, who thought that was a good idea? That is the stupidest name I've ever heard. Car Seat Headrest. The 90s were a blur. Isn't Grimes Elon's wife? Grimes has 3 babies with Elon. The one that he walks around with all the time, the little boy, X. That's her baby. Lady Gag Me. Yeah, no kidding, Carrie. Hey, Mark Sargent. Aaliyah. Yeah, she was all popular and then she died in a plane crash. That's the one that R. Kelly was like molesting her or grooming her or whatever. System of a Down, Chop Suey. Hey, there's a good song. I'd say this song deserves to be in the top 225. Of course, that's just my opinion. Waxahachie. Never heard of her. Them. No idea. Ciara featuring Missy Elliott. I remember Missy Elliott. Don't know this song though. I don't really watch it. T.I. Don't know. Girls' Generation. More like little Asian pop groups. No idea. Never heard it. Jimmy Eat World. Okay, I've heard of Jimmy Eat World. I don't remember this song though. I've never really got into them. The Chicks. Long time gone. But in 2002, they were still called the Dixie Chicks. Then they went woke and they were like, now we're just called the Chicks because the Dixie Chicks is racist. Like, get the fuck out of here. The Dixie Chicks? Come on. Dude, the major, little highway or main road that goes through my town is called Dixon Boulevard. There's Dixie. Dixie is not a racist term, but because it's Southern or related with Southern, how is that even racist? Can somebody explain to me? Karen Carpenter never lip synced. She was a badass. I'm so glad I didn't get shitty tribal armbands back in the 90s. I know! You're 33 and you feel like you're 100 years old? Come on. I don't see Dick's Chicks. Dixie, like Dixie, not Dick's Chicks. The Dixie Chicks. Not chicks with dicks. Anyway. Sabrina Carpenter, don't know who that is. No idea. Jay-Z in Linkin Park. I don't know if I ever heard that song, but this guy, whatever. Wasn't really a fan of either one of them. Cafe Takba. I don't even know who these people are. The Flaming Lips. Hey, the Flaming Lips. I know about the Flaming Lips. They're old school. TV on the radio. Never heard of them. Drake. The only thing I know about Drake is he's the dude in the meme. The 90s and the early 2000s feel like a lifetime ago. Yeah, R.I.P. Chester. Hail, boy. Hey, Benjamin Balderson. Hail, sir. Dixon Chicks. They didn't want to be too southern rebel sounding, so they changed because of white guilt. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. The Chicks is such a lame name. They should have just kept the Dixie Chicks. I just think that's lame. Another Taylor Swift song. Chief Keef featuring Lil Reese. Never heard it. Modest Mouse, Float On. Okay, that song was pretty popular for a while. I remember that song. Kendrick Lamar featuring J-Rock. Nope, no idea. Johnny Cash, Hurt. Oh, yeah, buddy. This was dope. Remember when Johnny Cash covered Hurt by 9 Inch Nails? That was dope. That was a pretty dope cover, you guys gotta admit. Saw Green Day play in an actual garage in 1991. I freaking hate Green Day. Never knew Sabrina Carpenter until Nico suggested the song at the Circle Bar in Atlantic City. I'm not familiar. This was a pretty good song. This song definitely deserves to be in the top. Blink 182, I Miss You. Whatever, if you're into that sort of thing. Alicia Keys, Fallen. That was actually a good song. J. Cole, Middle Child, never heard it. Beck, Lost Cause. I don't remember the Lost Cause song. How does that song go? Pink, So What? Vampire Weekend, A Punk. I remember Vampire Weekend. Nelly featuring City Spud, Ride With Me. Nope, never heard it. Always, Archie, Marry Me. Nope, never heard it. Jason Isbell, Cover Me Up. Never heard it. Travis Scott featuring Drake, Sicko Mode. Never heard it. Ivy Queen. Never heard it. Miguel. Never heard it. Zach Bryan featuring Casey Musgraves. I Remember Everything. Never heard it and have no idea who these people are. I'm so clueless to most of these people. Blackpink. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Never heard it. Coldplay, The Scientist. Oh god. Coldplay, all I can think about is that stupid meme with the people who got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert. And then it was hella funny because all the comments under the video were all these people going, "Ew, who goes to Coldplay concerts? You guys should be embarrassed that you were at a Coldplay concert." Everyone has heard that Nelly song? Maybe. Negative Creep. I remember. I liked early Nirvana. Can we all take a second to appreciate that a PDF file got shanked in prison over the weekend? The old singer of the Lost Prophets got stabbed to death. Who's that? I'm not familiar with the Lost Prophets. So what? This was a band that the singer was in it, and he was a convicted pedophile, and then he got shanked. That's crazy. MOP featuring Busta Rhymes, Teflon, and Remy Martin. Never heard it. Rilo Kiley, Portions for Foxes. Never heard it. Beyonce. Okay, well, I don't listen to Beyonce, but I'm sure that was a popular song. Karen Morris, My Church. Or Maren Morris, My Church. Never heard it. Mike Jones featuring Slim Thug. Still Tippin'. Never heard it. Tyla, the song called Water. Never heard it. Daddy Yankee. Despacito. I remember when this song was all popular. That song was very popular. Rihanna, Umbrella. I remember that song. That song was very popular too. Avril Lavigne, little pop punk princess. Gorillaz had a song called Clint Eastwood. I don't know if I would know what that sounded like. I might have heard that. Selena Gomez, never heard it. Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, never heard it. And why does a female call herself the Stallion? Stallions are boys. A stallion is a male horse, an uncut male horse. It's got a penis and balls. And I don't understand why this chick calls herself Megan Thee Stallion. It's a little weird. Your tortoise got flooded? Oh, is your tortoise okay? It was an emo band in the early 2000s. He was in prison for raping babies. Oh my god! Well, good. I'm glad he's dead, then, if that's what he was doing. Ugh. Horrible. 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 Oh, look at this comment from the explosive thing that we were looking at earlier from Rumble. The universe has a way of dealing with those that commit atrocities. Not saying they deserve to get blown up, but how many people died from their explosives around the world? This is a good point. That's true. This is true. Those explosives were used to murder lots of people, I'm sure, that came out of that building. So maybe that is the creator's way of saying, okay, we're not going to be building explosives from here anymore. Truth in Plain Sight's probably a man. Umbrella Song's the only one you've heard of so far. You showed up a little late. There was like some Foo Fighters song. There's a Foo Fighters songs, Times Like These. There's like a couple of songs in there that, but only like, probably like only a handful out of like the last 100 songs or songs that I've ever heard. The Postal Service, Such Great Heights. I probably have heard this song, but I couldn't tell you what it sounds like. Lord, Greenlight, I think, she's the one who did the Royals, Will Never Be Royals song? I don't know this song, though. Lacey Dacus, Night Shift, never heard of her, never heard it. Egyptian, Hold You, never heard it. Mary J. Blige, I remember Mary J. Blige, this is old. Family Affair, I remember when that was out. Fountains of Wayne, Hackensack. I I remember this band, the name Fountains of Wayne, but I don't think I ever got into them, so I couldn't tell you what that sounds like. Azealia Banks featuring Lazy J. Never heard it. Eminem, Stan. I've heard Eminem. I never listened to him like hardcore or anything though, but I can see why there'd be an Eminem song in the list. Destiny's Child. This is Beyonce before she was Beyonce. It was Destiny's Child. Sky Ferreria. Never heard it. Childish Gambino, never heard it. The Shins, New Slang. The Shins sounds familiar. I don't recall. Bruce Springsteen. I hate Bruce Springsteen. Nothing Bruce Springsteen should be on a list of anything, anywhere, as the best of anything, anywhere, ever. That man is, his music is awful. Little Big Town. Never heard it. Another Taylor Swift song. That's the third Taylor Swift song. Scroll up to 33. Natalia Lafourcade. Never heard it. Panic at the Disco. Cali 13. Never heard it. Courtney Barnett. Never heard of her. Karol G and Nicki Minaj. Nah. The New Pornographers. I just never listened to any of these people. Oh, Kylie Minogue. She got weird, didn't she? Remember her from like the late 80s, 90s or whatever? And she was like, you know, like goody two shoes, like, do the locomotion, you know? And then she like turned into some weird, like, techno pop chick. And then she had this, I remember seeing this thing that she did recently where she was like all in red, like, red latex outfit, and it just looked all weird and like satanic looking. Like, what? I don't know what this chick is into anymore. She went weird. One Direction, Fireproof. This is like a boy band, I'm guessing. No idea. Keyless, Milkshake. Oh, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. Okay, I remember that song. That's like the only song I wouldn't know anything else she did. That's like her one-hit wonder, right? Miley Cyrus, Wrecking Ball. Oh! Florence and the Machine, Dog Days Are Over. I don't know. Never really listened to that. Lady Gaga, Poker Face. Missy Elliott, Work It. See, those are, now it's starting to get into more like the popular songs that I've heard. Frank Ocean, never heard of him. The Hives, Hate to Say I Told You So, never heard it. Carrie Underwood, Before He Cheats. Okay, I remember that. That song is like, is a stupid ass song where she's like, before he cheats, you can just like smash his stuff up and break everything. Yeah, I'm sure that'll motivate him to stay with you forever. Miley Cyrus is looking like a freak lately. Dude, she is. You're not wrong. She started modeling for, she started modeling for some, whatchamacallit, some company. What is it, Gucci or, I think it's Gucci. Yeah, and she looks all, like, weird. Yeah, Gucci ad. Anyway. Lana Del Rey. I just never listened to any of these people. My Chemical Romance. I know they were really popular. I was not into that band. Burna Boy. Never heard of them. Dua Lipa. never heard of her. Eric Church, no idea. Sean Paul, no idea. Tyler the Creator, I just don't know any of these people. Justin Timberlake. Does anybody think that Justin Timberlake, anything by Justin Timberlake deserves to be in the best songs of the century so far? Of all the songs that have been written and produced in the last 25 years, Justin Timberlake? Come on, butter. That should be held for review. What? Miley Virus. Stacy's mom. Who sang Stacy's mom? Childish Gambino is Danny Glover's son? Interesting. No idea. Nope. Everybody, ew. No, nope. See? Like, are you kidding me? Madonna. No. Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey. I think I know that song. I live in the South. I've heard that song numerous times. It's alright for a country song, I guess. I'm not a fan of country, but it's alright. Charlie XCX, vroom vroom, never heard of it. Arctic Monkeys. I've heard that band name before, but I don't really, not familiar with them. Justin Bieber. How about Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber, top songs of the century. The Rapture, never heard it. Outcast, Hey Ya. Okay, that song is very popular, but again, we all agree we kind of liked Outcast. Bad Bunny. I don't know who this person is, but apparently he's like some new gay guy who's all popular, kind of like anyway, and he played the Super Bowl or whatever. I don't know what any of his crap sounds like, but this guy, just the whole thing, just visually what I've seen, no thank you. No thank you. I don't think this deserves to be the best of anything in the past 25 years. Some band called Boy Genius, never heard it. Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down. I remember Fall Out Boy, but I don't remember this song. Future, no idea. Rosalia, no idea. Lil Nas, Old Town Road. Lil Nas, this is the other person that I was thinking of, the gay rapper, like, obscene. Kanye West, Jesus Walks. David Bowie, Black Star. I didn't even know David Bowie was did new songs in 2015. When did he die? Didn't he die shortly after that? He's been dead for a while now. Cardi B, no idea. Pretty sure that Cardi B doesn't top 20 of the whole century. Like, who said all these lists suck? I think that was Tony. Tony, you're correct. All these lists suck. Harry Styles. Okay, we're getting into the near the top 50. Top 70. Clips, no idea. Arcade Fire, no idea. Miranda Lambert, The House That Built Me. I remember Miranda Lambert being popular country singer chick, but no idea. NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye. This is supposed to be one of the best songs. NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye. Best songs. Top 250 songs of the century so far. Rolling Stone is so out of touch with reality. Wilco. I never listened to that band either. Kendrick Lamar. Not Like Us. I don't recall that song. Peso Pluma. Another like reggaeton Latin music thing. Paramore. Paramore, Still Into You. I liked Paramore. That chick, I like her voice. She's a good singer. She did a song with... she was on stage with the Deftones at one of their shows recently. If you can probably find it on YouTube. Who's this? Solange? Never heard of her. Bob Dylan. I don't really like Bob Dylan. His songs aren't that great to me. I know they're all popular and he's like legendary and all that, but I can't really listen to Bob Dylan. Lil Wayne? No thank you. Phoebe Bridgers? No idea. DJ Snake? No idea. Oh, Turn Down for What? Okay, just by that I already know what song that is. That's like a popular club song or whatever. U2? Nope. I disagree. Nothing that U2 has done this century should be on the top list of anything, anywhere, ever. Shakira. Shakira was popular. Katy Perry. Top songs of the century. Katy Perry. Does anybody believe that Katy Perry... Come on. 50 Cent. In the Club. Nicki Minaj. Okay, whatever. Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out. I like that song. Franz Ferdinand's actually a good band. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. Hey, Bob Dylan is way overrated. Yeah. Bob Dylan sucks. Only person I've heard say that thing. Yeah, seriously. Like Paramore, she's a good singer. Yeah. Solange is Beyonce's sister. Oh, is she? Scary Perry. U2 sucks, yeah. KG Elephant better be on that list. I liked KG Elephant. Disclosure. Sam Smith, that weird gay guy who dresses like a devil and yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I don't think anything that he should do should be the best of anything either. Haim, The Wire, never heard of it. Maxwell, never heard of him. MIA, Paper Planes. Oh, I think I remember this song. I remember that song. That was a good song. Lil Uzi. Never heard it. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking about this song earlier. Because I was making my coffee. Because I went back to drinking black coffee and I started thinking, I go back to black. Like Amy Winehouse. I used to really like Amy Winehouse. I liked Amy Winehouse. I liked her like bebop, old school sound. I liked Amy Winehouse and I was upset when she died. Yeah, retro soul. Yeah. I really liked Amy Winehouse. Casey Musgraves. Never heard of it. Never heard her. Never heard it. Another Drake song. I couldn't even tell you. Like, if you played a Drake song, I couldn't tell you who it is. Carly Rae Jepsen. Call Me Maybe. Never heard it. The Weeknd. Blinding Lights. I actually am not familiar with The Weeknd, but I know that The Weeknd said that the Deftones was one of his favorite bands and one of his influences for his music. So, shout out to that guy for that reason and that reason only. Ariana Grande. This chick, I want to talk about somebody who looks weird and like skeletal-like now, and there's that video clip of her talking about going someplace to have memories erased. This chick is hardcore MK Ultra corporate music industry puppet. I mean, she's a mess. Eminem, Lose Yourself. Okay, Eminem was very popular at that time. I can see Eminem being in here. Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License. Never heard it. BTS, Spring Day. Never heard it. Mitski. Never heard it. LCD Sound System, All My Friends. Never heard it. Lord, again, Ribs. See, I haven't heard her songs. I did not keep up with her. Lana Del Rey, Venice Bitch. Never heard it. Beyonce, meh. Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. I remember that. That was her big hit after she won American Idol. She was actually a really good singer. She's a very good singer. Not that I'm like a fan of hers or like listen to any of her music or anything, but Usher, meh. UGK featuring Outkast. No idea, never heard it. Daft Punk. I actually like Daft Punk. Do you guys know Daft Punk? One more time. One more time. I like Daft Punk. That's the spaghetti song. So far I've heard about 10 of these bands, about 6 songs. Love Amy Winehouse. She had better songs than Back to Black. Yeah, Back to Black was a big hit, but she did have better songs. But I still rock some Amy Winehouse every now and then. She was a very talented singer. MK Sex Kitten Programming something. Yeah, Around the World. Around the world, around the world. My oldest son got me into Daft Punk. I actually like Daft Punk. Rihanna. I probably haven't heard it. The Killers, Mr. Brightside. Oh, that was a good song. Oh, Mr. Brightside. Jay-Z, 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. Okay, we're in the top 25 now. Top 25 of all time. D'Angelo, Untitled, How Does It Feel? No idea. I don't even recall this song. I never heard it. Chappelle Roan, Pink Pony Club. Never heard it. WizKid featuring Thames, Essence from 2020. Never heard it. Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Ew, why does she look all freaky deaky? Never heard it. Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. Never heard it. Adele, Someone Like You from 2011. I don't remember that song, but Adele, I guess, is a good singer. I can see that. Oh, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. Yeah, she's creepy. Some weird stuff going on with this chick. What do you guys think about that? Drake. I still couldn't tell you any Drake song. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together from 2005. She was a very popular singer. Outkast, B.O.B. Bombs Over Baghdad. Number 15, okay. Daddy Yankee, Gasolina. I remember hearing about Daddy Yankee, but I was never into that, because reggaeton is not my jam. SZA, SZA, Snooze, never heard it. I don't think it's probably the top 13, number 13 of the best 250 songs in the century. The Strokes, Last Night. Okay, that was a good song. I like The Strokes. They're alright. Bad Bunny. No. Nope. Frank Ocean, Think About You, number 10. Nope. Britney Spears, Toxic. Number 9. Oh my gosh, you guys. Britney Spears. Number 9 song of the century. Top song of the century. Robot Rock is also great. Yeah. She is a freak. She's freaky. You were at the Daft Punk show at Coachella? Nice. Harder, better, faster, stronger? Yeah. Remember when Adele lost weight and all the fatties were mad? No, did that happen? I have no idea. That's hilarious though. Billy is an MK Ultra baby? Yeah, seriously. What's my opinion of The Clash? I used to like The Clash. Old school Clash. Like Joe Strummer and them. Radiohead, Idiotech. Whatever. F you, Radiohead. Kendrick Lamar. Alright. Okay, I don't know these songs. Robin, Dancing on My Own. Don't remember this song. Never heard it. Another Taylor Swift song. And this is the 4th one. White Stripes, Seven Nation Army, number 4. Okay, you know what? I kind of agree with this. I love Jack White. I'm a huge Jack White fan. I loved the White Stripes. I love the Dead Weather. I love pretty much every project that Jack White has been a part of. So I actually really like this. The Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me down. I'm gonna rip them off. Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. No. This song is better than this song. Yeah, Yeahs, Maps. I don't recall this song. And the number one, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On. That was so anticlimactic. So anticlimactic. So anticlimactic. Who was number 33, by the way? Did you guys pay attention to who was number 33? Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey was number 33. Jack White Cold Mountain soundtrack was fucking fire. Yeah, dude. Rock on Tours. Yes, exactly, Billingtano. Not a single banjo in here. No way you never heard Gaga Bad Romance. That was an awesome club banger. I don't know. I don't go to clubs, dude. I'm a metalhead. I like rock music. I like electric guitars. Is Clifton Hicks even on the list? No, I did not see Clifton Hicks. This is everything, but if that's pre-2000, then it wouldn't be, because this was just for this century in the last 25 years. Very anticlimactic, right? There's just so many, I just don't know, like, most of these songs. There's only like a handful of them that I even think are even worth being on there. Heard none on that list, right? Like, how come there's no Incubus songs on here? Incubus wrote some great freaking music in the early 2000s, like Warning and like all that stuff back then. What was the other one too? The Pardon Me. Like, these are great songs. Why aren't those songs on the list? They got a bunch of bullshit on here. I mean, bunch of bullshit. That was almost as anticlimactic as the NFL's Pro Bowl. There's some, yeah, it's just ridiculous. This is all stripper and high school kid songs. Exactly! Right, yeah, I love Incubus. I'll rock some Incubus to this day. I love Incubus. No Deftones songs on there, dude? Come on, Change in the House of Flies? That was one of the best songs of the century, if you ask me. Like, there's just so many better songs that could have been on that list. It's just, that was highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. That was a list from Rolling Stone. That's what I'm saying. Let me see. It's just a Rolling Stone. From the Rolling Stone. Who's this fat fuck? Oh my god, dude. Oh my word. Put a shirt on. Do people pay money to go watch Big X the Plug? Is that what this dude's name is? Jeez. Do people look in the mirror even before? I feel like a lot of people don't even look in the mirror before they leave the house during the day. I see so many people. I'm like, are you in your pajamas? Are you in your freaking pajamas walking around with like a hair cap on and pajama pants and gaiters or whatever they call it? Crocs? Those Croc shoes? Like, I just feel like people just don't care. I really miss the time when people actually gave a crap about how they looked when they left the house. Like, brush your hair. Put some freaking pants on. You know what I'm saying? At least, look, put in some sort of effort into making yourself presentable. It's like it's like all the Walmart creatures aren't just in Walmart anymore. They're just walking around town all over the place in their freaking pajama pants. Drive by Incubus, yes. Very good song. Minerva, epic song. All this really tells you where society is in the gutter. It tells you that corporate America or Rolling Stone is just, they have no idea. Rather see pajama bottoms than yoga pants? What's the difference? There's no difference. Are you kidding me? Literally haven't looked in a mirror since 2020. That's hilarious. Should be called the kidney stone. Shit covered boots. Well, Ben, that's different. That's different. Like, I get people that show up and they're dirty because they're doing work. These people aren't doing work. They're just lazy fucks. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Hey, Karen B. It's Tony Coriolis.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, yeah, that list is despicable.
Right?
I really did not like it. And so, you know how, like, the AI songs, like, they're kind of simple songs. Like, it's easy to make a song that sounds, I guess, listenable, but I can always tell if they're AI. And, like, that one song, it was, like, one of the top 10, and it was that Day and Night song by Kid Cudi.
And does that song sound like AI to you?
It did, but it was, like, from back in the day. And I just think that I don't know, like, I think there has to be a chance that, like, how else did they make a song like that sucks, you know? And it passed, like, TikTok, like, there are so many of those songs that are on there that are, like, on my list of, like, they just sound like those AI simple songs, yet they somehow blew up. It's just bullshit. I see right through it.
Yeah. What were some songs that you would put on the list of top songs of the century so far?
Yeah, I did like I had that Paul Simon song. It was Rewrite was the song name. I'm gonna listen to that. I like Paul Simon, but I don't know that song.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I did have one question for you. So, the quartzsite thing that's going on, I'm definitely going to it out here in Arizona. It's November 7th, 8th, 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark Sargent's hyping up that, like, bringing night vision goggles, and I have a pair, and I've been using them outside when I go out of town, and just for the times when, like, you're looking up, do you know what, like, website we would go on to, like, see if it is, like, you know, a plane up in the sky, or what's the, like, top flight tracker website or something?
Oh,
I'm sure you'd know, right?
Flight Tracker 24, I think is the one for tracking planes. And then, no, Flight Radar. I'm sorry, Flight Radar 24 is what it's called. So Flight Radar 24 shows you all of the traffic, all of the airplane traffic, and you can you can zoom in and click on the flights, and you know, it'll tell you what airline it is, what the plane's name it, what type of plane it is, and all that stuff.
Yeah, because I've just done the night vision where I'm looking up and I'm like, what is that? Like, it doesn't look, maybe it's just, you know, planes could just be up there that I'm not noticing. And then when you put the night vision on, you kind of see them and you can track them forever. But I never do it with the computer next to me. So I'm going to do that out there. I guess someone's bringing a whole bunch of them. So a lot of people are going to do it. But I figured I'd get that website from you because I heard you mention it before.
Yeah, Flight Radar 24. And then if you want to try to look for the alleged satellite objects like ISS and all that, that would be Flight Tracker or Transit Finder. Transit Finder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm going to review this call and log both of those down and have my laptop out there. So, perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. What kind of night vision goggles do you have?
I have a friend of mine who, he got like a stupid expensive pair, like military grade, and they're on like his military helmet that like is too small for my head. So I'll use them, but then like the helmet's too small for my head. And so he said, dude, you should get a pair. Like $4,000 will probably get you a pair. And I'm like, dude, no way do I need $4,000. So
Yeah, they're expensive.
Just to prove him wrong. Yeah, just to prove him wrong, I got a pair on Amazon for $60, and I brought them out to Fathead's Jam in the Plane. They're cool, and they work good enough. I don't need $4,000 for a pair.
Have you done a side-by-side comparison with the expensive pair versus the cheap pair?
No, and with his, it's like, so mine is like, I guess a singular like night vision thing that shows onto a screen. Like if you look up Amazon, it was like the best-selling night vision that they had. It was like $60, but I guess it's just one. And then through my buddies, it's 2 different lenses that are like military specifications and perfect. So, but he does have the recordability, and so does mine. We should maybe experiment out with that. But honestly, the buddy kind of annoyed me last time we went up out of town, so. Oh. He's not getting invites for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
He like pulled the move. Like it kind of did annoy me, and it's just like sometimes stupid things annoy me. It was like we're going out for food when we were up out of town, and then he's like, or we were talking about what we're gonna eat, and I'm like, dude, a burger sounds good. And then he's like, no, I kind of want Mexican. Okay, so then I go, okay, we can go to the Mexican place. We go to the Mexican place. I get a burger because I got a good burger there, and he gets a fucking burger. Okay. So it was kind of stupid. And then right as the burger came, like, so we were like drinking and smoking, you know, whatever all weekend. And then the burger comes and I'm like about to take a bite and he just like burps. Like as though we're just like, oh, it's okay if you can burp. Like, dude, I'm just about to take a bite. And he just was stupid. He didn't even notice. Like, dude, that's disgusting. I'm about to take a bite. And I set my burger down and looked at him. He just clueless, you know? So yeah, he's not getting an invite, but whenever we do hang out, I'll remember that side-by-side comparison. Trying to capture it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I know at one of the events I had here in Greenville, a man brought his goggles, and I think they were the expensive kind, the night vision at Herd Klotz Park, and we were looking up at the sky in them one night. It was pretty cool.
Now, were his like attached to like a helmet type of thing?
No, they were not attached to a helmet.
Okay. So was it like it showed up on a screen?
No, you just
or was it like binoculars.
They were like binoculars. Like you looked there, but they didn't look like binoculars. But they were like they worked like that, you know. And then you just hold it up to your face, and then you look up. I mean, maybe it could be attached to a helmet or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. And mine, it is kind of cool because at first I thought it was looking through both lenses. But if you look at the lenses on mine, one is like whatever emits the night vision stuff, and then the other one like captures it. The other one is like the lens, I guess. And then it just shows up on one screen behind, and it's very easy to record. And yeah, I think I got a good set for $60, so I'm gonna bring them out.
Oh, that's cool.
How does it actually?
Do you have to attach?
I got like a new cooler. What's up?
I'm just curious about your goggles. Do you have to attach them to anything to record with? Like, do you have to use a camera, or is it like it records all on its own, like it's all one
Records
unit?
all on its own.
Oh, okay, cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, and just a little memory card you can flip in and out, and you can even plug it into stuff too. It has all the ports. It really is like for $60. That's a great purchase.
Yeah. Send me the link to the ones you got. I want to look at them.
Will do. I'll screenshot that and hit you in the Rebellion.
Yeah, totally.
Totally. And then, yeah, so just lastly, for that quartzite thing, I cannot wait to use my cooler that I'm going to just have full of beer. If anyone sees me out there, of course I'm going to be drinking. But I put all my stickers that I got from 2023 Flattoberfest on that cooler. I just have yet to use it. So I'm busting it out for this event, and I can't wait.
Nice.
I got like an Unveiling This Realm sticker. I got all the cool stickers from that on that cooler. So
Right
I
on.
cannot wait to be flexing them. Yeah. Well, all right, Karen. Yeah, my park got destroyed again, so I'm just doing this stuff. But thank you for taking my call.
All right, Tony, you have a good one.
Peace out. You too.
What you talking about? We're going camping and Karen B wants people to turn up at base camp wearing Vivian Westwood. What you talking about? What you talking about?